the top of the drop, they call it, to the city sewer.
Okay.
So I'm just going to.
Oh, it drops down?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What happens is your line comes out,
Yeah.
depending on where the city sewer line
Yeah.
is in depth.
Mm-hmm.
If your line comes out and you're 4 feet above, then you have to have a drop to go down and connect, make that connection.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Sometimes you have 2 or 3 drops by the time you get there. This one here probably, I think it has 2 drops because it's 13'8" down.
13 foot down.
13'8" down, yes.
So wait, so if this backup, well, I mean, it's going to be quite a. It would back up from here, but it would be quite a while where it would before it would get all the way back.
Well, here's the thing. This cap here, and then you've got one. If you go into that closet that I've got open over
Yeah,
there,
yeah, the other side, yep.
these are backflow caps. So if you look down in here,
Other side, yeah.
this is just a cap right here, right?
Yeah.
So it allows water to go out,
But it won't back
but it
up.
will not allow city water to go in.
Okay, back to the valve. Yeah, we have. That's good.
Well, I was going to show you this. I'll tell you what. I'll put a picture in my report showing the exact tap.
No problem.
But this is green PVC, which usually means it's the city's pipe. In this instance, I don't think it is because it's a straight shot.
So that's the green, so there's the pipe here.
Yeah. So what happens is, like on a house where, and we see this quite a bit, but on a house where this line eventually ties into the next house sewer line, they'll use green for that to tell you that that's not even your line. This is the city's line.
Gotcha.
But with this one here, it looks to me like somebody just had this left over.
And they use that, and it's
Yep.
still part of our line.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so what I do is, I don't care whose line it is, I'm going all the way out. I come out here for one reason. Go all the way. So yeah, there's nothing in this line. Very clean.
That's what's really clean.
So this right here is 6-inch. It goes from 4 to 6-inch. I'll show you where it comes from 4 to 6. A lot of people think you have to have a 6-inch line, but actually one 4-inch line can take care of about 14 toilets.
Oh, and
So,
one for one.
yep, yes. So you could have, 4-inch line is really good for almost all houses.
So it's even like an extra thing that they went to 6 at the end.
Yeah, you know what?
Or they had extra.
Sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's really not good because if a pipe is too big and you lose your pitch, then you're going to have waste sitting back, and then more waste adds to that waste and becomes a blockage. So I think it's better with just 4-inch myself. But there's nothing wrong with this line. So there's a little bit of water there. So at 117 feet out, 117 feet out to see how small it is. It's like a 2-inch area that's holding a little bit of water. No big deal. 2-foot area, I should say.
Holding as in like it's not flowing, right? Like it's just kind of for some
Sitting
reason
in the pipe. Yep.
Kind of stagnant. Okay.
Will that be an issue?
No, not at all. Matter of fact, this far out from your house at 106 feet, if you had a belly that was 30 feet long, it might not be a problem.
I see what you're
And what I do is if I have something like that, I'll put my camera just outside the front foundation wall, turn on all the water in the house, let it run for 15 or 20 minutes. If I can't get it to back up, it's probably not going to back up. But if the belly is close to the house,
That's
now
no
your
problem.
water coming out of your house has to displace that water, push that water out of the way.
Just so it can get through and
Just so, yep.
So that's what you mean by belly. You mean the belly
Yep.
of water. Okay, gotcha. Hey, but you didn't see no bellies closer to the house, you're saying?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, this is bone dry right here.
Good.
A little bit of water is not bad.
Like a lubricant.
And That's the 4-inch. So this is 4,
Yeah.
and that is 6. There.
How far do you go? How far do you
This
go?
is 100 and what did I say it was?
30 something?
No, 150 something feet out.
Oh,
يعني حتى أنا البايب يمشي لما النيبر like next to like in front of their like حقهم البايب لا أنا مش behind them قدام البيت حقهم
oh.
هذا المين حقنا
It's clean. It's too clean.
Yeah, all the connections look like they're really...
Now you are in the house, yeah?
Nope, I'm still 73 feet out still.
Oh.
This here got a little dirty, and I saw all this going out. I record both ways,
I see.
so you'll see it, and if you want to play it back and look at it, there's definitely nothing wrong in this area.
How long is each connection usually? Like each pipe length?
Each section,
Yeah.
it all depends.
All the time.
Yep, sometimes they're 8 feet, sometimes they're 10 feet, sometimes they're 2 feet. If you go to Detroit or the suburbs right around Detroit, Dearborn and all that, if they're older houses, they're 2 foot sections.
That's
2
crazy.
foot.
But if you're going,
Yeah, but,
100 feet,
right?
50
But
pieces.
but you know what?
Yeah,
For some instances, that's better because the system is more rigid.
I see. Oh, I see.
You know,
yeah, I
it's
see.
more rigid going out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right?
Less chance of having bellies and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yep.
But it seems like I don't know if it would cost. Well, I'm sure. I feel like it costs more to well, back then. I mean,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
yeah, there's just a lot of man. I mean, you gotta connect every piece. Like
That's right.
geez, Louise.
And you know, there's a real science to it. I mean, it's supposed to be 1/4 inch every foot for proper drainage.
Okay.
So if you don't have 1/4, that's bad. If you have over 1/4 inch, it can cause you to have blockages too because the water goes out too fast and doesn't push the waste. So it's a real science to it.
There was a little outlet. Was that from? Was that a?
This here?
Yeah.
That's a floor drain, probably in
Okay,
this house
gotcha.
somewhere right there. Yep.
So we're getting closer. We're 30 feet out now.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Floor drains, sinks, toilets.
They're all coming.
It all,
they're
yep,
merging.
everything merges into one line. This here looks a little dirtier right here because this gets the most use, but
Closer to the
but there's nothing in it. You probably never have an issue with a sewer line as long as you live here.
It's really good to hear.
Coming out.
All right. Good.
There you have it.
That's really good. That actually gives us that piece of mind, that extra piece of mind that we need.
Oh, you want it, that's for sure. I have a friend that I always make fun of him because he's a little short Italian guy, and I'm Italian too. So I can rip on him if I want to. But he